So, with the Republicans shutting down the government, I feel like there's a very important story that we missed. On Friday, the FBI has officially severed ties with the Southern Poverty Law Center and the Anti Defamation League. Let that sink in. They didn't just end a partnership, they turned their backs on two organizations that have spent decades fighting hate, tracking extremists, and defending people targeted by racism and anti Semitism. This isn't about a bias, this isn't about being neutral, it's about power. They want to silence anyone that calls out hate because it fuels their movement. They don't want watchdogs keeping track of violent groups or the rise of YT nationalism. They want those groups to feel comfortable again. The SPLC and the ADL were never perfect, but they stood on the front lines against hate. They warned us when extremists were organizing, when anti-Semitic attacks were rising, and when hate crimes were spreading across this country. And now the FBI is acting like those groups are the problem just because MAGA doesn't like what they reveal. This is how extremism grows. You don't have to wave a flag or shout a slur to be a part of it. You just have to look away when it happens, and that's exactly what's happening here. MAGA spent years trying to redefine hate as free speech, and now they're cutting off the very people that prove otherwise. When the FBI walks away from civil rights watchdogs, it isn't neutrality, it's surrender. It's a message to every hate group in the country that they don't need to hide. It's permission. And someday when history asks how hate became normal again, the answer will be simple. Because those in power stopped treating it as a threat and started treating it as an ally.